What's up guys, Spud here. Welcome to a brand new video, which I was never really expecting to make, but the thoughts have come back in the last few days. And yeah, I want to talk about potentially bringing back the JTL. Now, obviously there's going to be a lot of people that aren't aware of what the JTL is. That's fine. Um, so basically it's what made me semi-successful on Twitch for a long time. And it is a racing league that was started by myself and two other people in December 2020, if you're not aware. And we raced 9 seasons on F1 2020, 21, 22, and 23. The aim was always to get to at least a season 10, but after season 9 and the second half of season 8 flopping, in terms of not having many drivers, that was scrapped at the end, and I didn't buy F1 24. However, in the last few days, I saw that it was discounted on the PlayStation Store, and it has really tempted me to potentially buy the game. Um, it would definitely have to be something that I'd have to consider with other people. Um, I as well would have to do a lot of streaming again, to generate interest. I completely understand that, and I'm willing to do that. Um, but it is something that I am really considering. I just wanted to have a look through the archives, let's say, of the JTL and what I would do for season 10. Um, so obviously these are all the past results. So season 1 we don't actually have the standings. I lost them, but this was the top 3 in the constructors. And then, as you can see, it was heavily dominated by Nozza in F1 2020. I did get a cheeky third place though. Then season 3, this is when we brought 2 tiers in. Into play, and this game was dominated by Nathan. He even won the constructors on his own in season 4. But yeah, this was the peak of the JTL season 3. It was when we had the most viewers without a raid. People were just genuinely really, really looking forward to the game, and I don't think there was a lockdown at this point either. So it just genuinely was really successful. Um, and then we also brought in the Realistic Sprint League, which was won by Jakey United. And we also brought in F2, which was won by Jakey United. And this is when like the league was just at its best, and look, even last season, I enjoyed streaming the league races, even if there was only 8 people in the race and you were guaranteed points. Then we had season 5 and season 6, which again was dominated by one driver in the highest tier, and this time it was Cappy. We had obviously the big title fights, which I'll talk about after. Um, and then we had another midweek league, which was won by Minions. And then we had season 7 and season 8, which were dominated by Jonesy. But because these were shorter seasons, this was the only time where we actually had, and we went back to 1 tier, as you can tell, because we didn't have enough drivers. This was the only time where the high tier, that there was a different winner for a different season, and that's just because Jonesy didn't race in season 9 very much, and Mikhail did win the championship and the constructors. Obviously, they're me second place in the constructors. We were fighting for the constructors before. Quite a few drivers dropped out anyway, but I wouldn't have got second place if it wasn't for a low number of drivers. I'll be honest. But yeah, so you can see there's been a lot of great moments. I've got all the standings here and stuff like that. Normally the seasons would be like a long season, but like I said, we've had to cut them short in the last couple of seasons. Um, just because there hasn't been enough interest. We even had it where we had like a higher tier driver and a lower tier driver in season 8 so that the teams would be fair. Obviously, I was classed as a lower driver, but I did get a few podiums. Didn't win. My only ever win was in season 2, by the way. in Spain. That'll be on my old TikTok somewhere. Look at this. This is where we had 20 points for a win. There it is. Yeah, I'll be honest, I really do miss it. I haven't really been streaming much, as you can probably. I streamed last night. I played some Black Ops 6, but yeah, it's just not the same. So there's been some amazing stuff. So season one, obviously there was, I mean, some chaotic driving. There's been chaotic driving in like 7 of the 9 seasons, to be honest. But obviously there was the Horner versus AFC controversy in Abu Dhabi. Season two, um, there wasn't really. Oh, actually, yeah, there was the Silverstone race ban incident where two drivers who were still in the Discord straight lined half the lobby. They would have been banned if we'd had enough drivers at the time. See, no one believed in us getting 2 tiers for season 3 onwards because we couldn't get 20 drivers for season 1 and 2, but we did it. Season 3, there wasn't really. Oh no, there was a title fight. Jonesy was ahead for ages, but Nathan just clawed back the difference. Now, if you're wondering why there was 2 champions in season 3 tier 2, unfortunately, during season 3 tier 2, Kelly Leo did unfortunately pass away. So obviously it didn't really mean much, but we decided that they could also be joint champions for season 3. Um, but season 3, the title fight was really good. And it went down to Brazil, which was the last race of the season. No, it wasn't. It was Abu Dhabi. But it was between Banana Boss, who won it, Trent Wackney, and Jakey United. But Jakey United only raced half the season, so I think he would have won if he'd raced the full season. But it was a really good season, to be honest. That was the first time we had a 2 tier system. Season 4 was pretty dominant from Nathan. I mean, he won the Constructors on his own. We had an amazing title fight in Tier 2 between Milan and Daggers, which Daggers couldn't race the last race of the season, so Milan had won it, but it was only going to be like a point in it. The Constructors, though, between Ferrari and Alpine did go down to the final couple of laps, which Ferrari won. Then we had the Realistic Sprint League in F2. I can't remember too much about them. Season 5, though, was it a close season? Not really. It was close-ish, but it was won by Cappy. And Nathan and Minions, sort of constructors. Then, I don't know which the best title fight was, but it might have been this one. Season 5, Tier 2 between Clarky and Lewis. A very controversial season, especially the Hungary incident. The last few laps, the race ended up getting. Was it voided or half pointed? It was one or the other. Clarky won, even though people said that there was a conspiracy that I wanted Lewis to win. Which wasn't true, because I was doing FIA for the tier. Season 6, Cappy again pretty comfortable. And your Nan won tier 2. And then we tried another midweek league. Season 7 was won by Jonesy, and so was season 8. Was there a title fight in season 7? Not really. And there wasn't in season 8. I mean, I was only 32 points off Jonesy, but he did miss 4 races. I didn't miss any. Just he's a way better driver than I was. The Constructors was pretty close. We did go down to the final race for that, but myself and Yunan managed to hold off for that. And then season 9 was won by Mikhail. This was a pretty dominant campaign. Obviously, there wasn't really many drivers this season, but yeah, it was a pretty dominant campaign from Mikhail. And the Constructors was a breeze as well for them. But yeah, it's definitely something that I want to bring back. And I'm going to try really hard. And I know I've said this in the past about stuff, but I will try really hard to bring it back. Even if we only get one more season. Because I always wanted to do 10 seasons at least. Regarding what we're going to do with the prize, originally the plan was to do like a prize pool to get more interest. We could try and bring that. At the same time, if there's any like, you know, like sponsors, and say it's just like a £50 prize or something, and I just shout them out every week, or whatever, or there's a discount code for the website. It's something that I'll honestly consider. Um, like I said, I would consider doing something like that in order to have a better prize pool, just so there's more interest. I am looking currently to do a 16 round season, short qualifying 35 or 50% race. Probably one race a week. It'll probably be on a Sunday again because that is the best day at 7 p.m. That is at the moment that is the aim, but obviously that could change. Based on who's in the Discord still, who's got the game, I only think there might be 7 or 8 people at the most that we could get that would be interested to do it. So it's kind of looking at, is there anyone else out there? And obviously the game is crossplay. I remember it was really bad on release, but it looks like it's been fixed now. Let's just see what happens. And yeah, the aim is to bring it back. I'm going to say that now. It is official. I want to bring it back. But I only want to get the game if we're going to 100% do it. But at the same time, I feel like I need to get the game anyway, because if I'm going to do open lobbies, that could interest people and stuff like that. So that's going to be the end of this video. I just thought I'd make a video just saying, reasons why I want the JL to be back, looking through the archives a bit. And yeah, that's going to be the end. Let me know if you've ever raced in the JTL. Let me know down below your favourite season, or if you can remember your favourite race. Obviously, my favourite race will always be Spain because I won it in season 2. Even though I think I was robbed in Canada season 2 of winning, I should have had the win, but the FIA said otherwise. They didn't give a penalty to the winner, and I lagged out that game. I just had really good pace. Best season is probably season 5 tier 2, or season 3 tier 2. Or season 4 tier 2. I just think tier 2 was the best. I'm just going to say tier 2 was the best thing that JTL ever had. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know if you want to join. If you do want to join, there will be a Discord link in the bio of this video to join the server. Alright, it's free to join, obviously. You don't even have to join if you're not going to race. People hang out still now, talk about football, talk about Formula 1, talk about the economy, whatever. Just join it if you want to, alright? Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm just going to upload this pretty much straight away, so it should be out around 6 p.m. So very shortly. Alright, thank you very much for watching.